Academic staff of colleges of education and College of Arabic and Islamic Legal Studies suspend 2-month strike. Correspondent examines challenges faced by street cleaners. Normalcy returns to Olulade area following court clash that claimed one life. Plus, updates from the world of entertainment and sports. This is the Nigerian Television Authority NTA ILORIN News Tonight. Good evening and welcome. I am Kehinde Omolosho. Academic staff of the 3 Kwara State-owned Colleges of Education and College of Arabic and Islamic Legal Studies under the umbrella of Joint Academic Staff Unions in Tertiary Institutions, JASUTI, have suspended their 2-month-old strike in principle. This follows the signing of an agreement between the state government and the union on payment of new minimum wage and consequential adjustment to members of JASUTI. Abdulafiz Alaya reports.
Was that of jubilation as leaders of Kwara NSC, JASUTI, and other affiliated unions put pen to paper for the implementation of new minimum wage and consequential adjustments for academic staff of state-owned colleges of education. The signing of the agreement, which brings an end to the 2-month industrial action embarked upon by the union, according to the state head of service, Susan Oluwole, is a product of collective bargaining between the government and the unions.
We can't take it for granted. There are several states that are own. They will tell you you are supposed to take it. It's statutory. But it's not coming. What will you do? So let us thank our listening governor for what he has done for us, praying that it will get better by the day.
Chairman of the Nigeria Labour Congress and other stakeholders described the new agreement as further attestation to Governor Abdulrahman Abdulrazak's commitment to workers' well-being. They expressed satisfaction with the content of the agreement and promised to reciprocate the gesture.
Negotiation, because we know where we start from and we know where we have ended today. And on behalf of JASUTI, we say thank you.
The procedure followed in declaring the strike will be followed immediately in suspending the strike. That in principle, the strike is suspended.
This is not the first one. This is the way I proceed. And equally, I will convey the message from this point to the office of the minister. Thank you very much.
The union leaders also requested for the extension of similar gesture to the pensioners and got an assurance from the head of service that the senior citizens will be captured soon. Abdulafiz Alaya, NTA News.
As part of Kwara State government's efforts at ensuring a clean and green environment, it employed the services of some ad hoc staff who clean the environment in various parts of Ilorin metropolis. In this report, Hamad Fulani takes a look at some of the challenges facing the cleaners and need for improved welfare package from government to motivate them.
Street cleaners were first employed over a decade ago to remove dirt from major streets of Ilorin with a view to ensuring a clean environment. While discharging their duties, they are exposed to various hazards like dust, diseases, and accidents as a result of reckless driving by road users. Aminat Aziz is a cleaner with 3 years' experience. Indiscriminate dumping of refuse by market traders is a major concern to her, as the cleaners have to clean their roads consistently.
The traders gives us problem always by not allowing us to carry out our work easily. Some people don't dump their waste inside the bins provided, but scatter them on the ground.
If I do soup like this, they don't go come up for there. So I don't complain all the time. They never answer us. It's not even good for health at all. We are not convenient with it. So I can just tell government to empower people doing this work so that they can be doing it very effectively.
The problem created by scavengers is another issue to cope with, as they search through already packed refuse for useful materials.
We experience body pain daily, and our salary is small, as we are paid 10,000 naira while we are also understaffed.
We buy
the stripping materials by ourselves, but we are requesting them to provide us with necessary tools for our work.
Our guy they talk with governor, maybe say he go increase in payments. I don't know the actual time, our guy dey prepare to give an broom, jacket, and glove this time around. Maybe next month, sha.
The appeal is for government to improve their welfare package and provide the necessary working tools for them to work perfectly. Akpan.
Normalcy has since returned to Olunlade area in Ilorin metropolis, but residents and shop owners within the area are still living in palpable fear following a court clash between two rival court groups which claimed one life. Abduwai Bibire has an update.
There was pandemonium at Olunlade area in Ilorin metropolis Monday evening due to resurgence of court clash between two rival court groups. David James, a tricycle operator, narrated how it happened.
Yeah, I just hear somebody from that side. I hear the blade, pow, pow, pow. Then I run away. Later I came back. I want to carry my keke. I saw that I still hear the blade again 2 times. Back, back, back. Then I see one woman carry the children in daughter. I mean, the children, he carried come with the blade entered either the boy survived or not. I cannot say. This is what I saw.
But is there anybody that died?
I heard that somebody died, but I didn't see it.
I visited the area to get an on-the-spot assessment and discovered that the whole area was devoid of the usual hustling and bustling. Shops were under lock and key, commercial activities paralyzed, with residents having fear of reprisal attacks. Spokesperson of the Kwara State Police Command, Ajayi Okasomi, allayed resident fear, emphasizing that the command is on top of the situation.
Before the police could get there, one of the notorious cultists that has always been in the wanted list of the police have been fed by the bullet of the rival court group. The Commissioner of Police had deployed policemen in that area and all other areas in Ilorin Metro to foster any other untoward activities of the court groups.
Ilorin, the Kwara State capital in recent times, has witnessed series of court clashes which had claimed many lives. Abduwahid Bibire, NTA News.
Assailants linked to the Owo church attack in Odo State have been arrested. The Chief of Defense Staff, General Loki Irabo, announced this at the media session in Abuja. The attackers were arrested during a joint operations involving the Armed Forces, Department of Security Services, and the police. About 40 people were killed when gunmen stormed the church on June 5, opened fire on the congregation, and also detonated explosives. Meanwhile, the Ilorin Zonal Command of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has arrested 18 suspected internet fraudsters at Lokoja, Kogi State. The arrest followed actionable intelligence and hours of surveillance to smoke out the suspected fraudsters from their hideouts. Preliminary investigations shows that the suspects operate as syndicates to scam unsuspecting victims. The suspects, who had incriminating items in their possession, including 5 different brands of exotic cars, phones and laptops, have volunteered useful statements to the Commission and will be charged to court on conclusion of investigations. You're watching News Tonight on the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA ILORIN. We'll take a break to be back with more reports. Stay tuned.
Shola, come and help me. You need to learn.
But I'm more interested in drawing.
How are you going to be part of the business if you don't learn?
You just don't understand.
Morning. Anyone for some Lipton?
The rich taste of Lipton awakens body and mind.
Let me have a look at your drawings. Son, these designs are amazing.
Lipton Yellow Label Tea. Awaken to what really matters.
Welcome back. And moving on to entertainment news. The International Committee of All Africa Music Awards, AFRIMA, has received 9,076 entries for consideration for the 2022 edition. Rachel Olaita has details and other stories from the world of entertainment.
In a release by All Africa Music Awards, AFRIMA, the 2022 entry records the highest entries since the award was created in 2014 to celebrate African music. Unveiling of the nominees will take place on Monday, August 22, while voting process will commence on August 29. Meanwhile, Nigerian hit producer and singer Fuse, in collaboration with American rapper French Montana, is set to release the US remix of his hit single, Finesse. This was revealed by the rapper in a tweet with the caption, "I do it out of love, pay me back with loyalty," alongside a snippet of the remix. Nigerian music icon Two-Face Idibia apologized to his wife, kids, mom and management for being an embarrassment to them after his wife Annie called him out over several issues in the year 2021. In a lengthy post shared via his Instagram page, the music star said he is not looking for sympathy from anyone but was only setting the record straight. Rachel Olaiton.
NTA News.
Anthony Joshua has been given the green light to fight Deontay Wilder, even if he loses his rematch with Oleksiy Usyk. David Tuba has details of sport tidbits as presented by Hamad Fulani.
We face Usyk for a second time on August 20 in Saudi Arabia following his defeat last September, and when we regain the WBA, IBF and WBO belts and put him back on course for an undisputed decider with WBC champion Tyson Fury. In football, the president of the Confederation of African Football, Dr. Patrice Motsepe, is expected to launch the African Super League tomorrow. 24 clubs will be eligible to feature in the competition, which include Enyimba of Aba from Nigeria. The tournament will increase financial returns that will exceed the barrier of $200 million, which will be used to develop and improve stadiums, infrastructure, and promotion of football in Africa. Meanwhile, Alexis Sanchez of Inter Milan is set to join French League onside Marseille on a 2-year deal after a mutual agreement that brought an end to his 3-year stay at the club. The former Manchester United player had a total of 109 appearances, 20 goals, 3 trophies, and was also part of Antonio Conte's squad that won the Scudetto in 2020.
Sport Tidbits concludes our package on News Tonight.